Hello to all. So hope you all are doing good. Let us start today the topic. Today we are going to discuss the topic which is time and work. What is this topic? What type of question are given in the various competitive exam from this topic? We'll discuss all those, and we'll even discuss what is the PYQ previous year question on time and work, how the question was presented in the especially the GATE exam. So in today's video, in today's lecture, we are going to discuss all these things. What is limitation of inverse proportion? How this inverse proportion came in the topic time and work, so that also we'll discuss. Understanding the time and work concept, further the chain rule, what exactly is the chain rule, what type of question, and obviously on all these things we are going to discuss the questionnaire, the complete question sections. So moving further, my dear friend, in time and work, first of all we have to understand this two part: direct proportion, inverse proportion. Direct proportion and inverse proportion. Direct proportion, what it is? Consider two entities are there. One entity start increasing, parallelly other also start increasing. Or else one entity start decreasing, parallelly other also start decreasing, then we call it is directly proportional. The two entities are directly proportional. Whereas in inverse proportion, what happens? Out of two entity, one entity increases, other start decreasing. Or else one entity decreases, other start increasing. We call it is inversely proportional. So in direct proportion and inverse proportion, there are number of examples. But before going for the topic, the time and work, why we are discussing this, I would like to know from you all which part is easy, direct proportion or inverse proportion. Up till now you must have practiced so many questions on direct and inverse proportion. So you tell me which one you feel, no doubt both are easy, but which one you feel easiest, direct or inverse? To make this more clear, to make your response, my dear friend, we'll see some example. Consider if I say 5 apple cost is 50 rupees. 5 apple cost is 50 rupees, then what will be 10 apple cost? Obviously 100 rupees. 5 apple cost 50 rupees, 10 apple cost 100 rupees. When number of apple I am increasing, total cost also starts increasing. If 5 apple cost is 50 rupees, what is 1 apple cost? Obviously 10 rupees. When number of apple I decreased, total cost also decreased. So this was direct proportion. Now coming to inverse proportion. Consider 5 people together can do a work, can paint this room. Let's say they can paint this room in 25 days. 5 people can paint this room in 25 days. Then 14 people in how many days? So if 5 people are painting this room in 25 days, if 5 people can do a work in 25 days, 14 people less than 25 days. How many days? My dear friend, this is inverse proportion. So no doubt inverse proportion is somewhat tough than the direct proportion. So whenever you feel that inverse proportion is becoming tough, you can convert that into a direct proportion in order to make it easy. Like in 9th standard, in mathematics 9th or 10th standard, you must have studied a topic called as progressions. AP, GP, HP. Arithmetic progression, geometric progression, harmonic progression. Whenever they used to give you any question of harmonic progression, what you used to do? You used to write reciprocal of that, converting that in arithmetic progression series, sorting out with arithmetic progression process. Again, whatever answer you get, again writing reciprocal of that and saying this is the answer for given harmonic progression question. Why we used to do like that? Because arithmetic progression is easier than the harmonic progression. That is the reason we used to convert. Similarly, whenever you feel that inverse proportion is becoming tough, you can convert that into a direct proportion in order to make it easy. So in today's topic, in time and work, this direct and inverse both will be useful to us. But before that, we should know what are the entities we have in time and work topic. In time and work topic, you'll meet with 3 entities. One is time, another is work, and the third one is people who do work. That is men, women, you can take anything. Okay, people who do work. Now in time, work and people, if I say that time is constant, then work and men, they are direct proportion or inverse proportion? Time is constant, then work and people are direct proportion or inverse proportion. Time is constant. Let's say we are having 1 week time, a constant fixed time, 1 week time. If we keep more people, they can do more work or less work in 1 week. More people can do more work in 1 week. Less people, less work in 1 week. Or else in order to do less work, we require less people. In order to do more work, we require more people, means this is a direct proportion when time is constant. Now my dear friend, if I say when work is constant, then how about time and men? When work is constant, then time and men. See, constant work, we have to paint this room. Okay, work is constant, we have to paint this room. If we keep more people, they will take more time to paint this room or less time? Obviously, more people will take less time. Less people will take more time, means this was inverse proportion. Or else, if time is less, more people are required to do that work. If time is more, less people are required to do that work. So this is inverse proportion. Now if I say when people are constant, men are constant, then time and work, whether it will be direct or inverse. When people are constant, time and work. See, people are constant. Consider I am there, a constant person, I am there. If you give me more time, I will do more work or less work. So in more time, I can do more work. A constant person, a constant people, more time, they can do more work. In less time, they can do less work. Or in order to do less work, less time is required. In order to do more work, more time is required. So this is also direct proportion. So out of these three entities, only one pair is there which is inversely proportional. Remaining two pairs are direct proportion. Now, we have to understand, like if I say A is having 10 chocolates with him and B is having 20 chocolates with him. So together they have how many chocolates? We can directly say 30 chocolates. Together they have 30 chocolates. But if I say A can paint this room, A can do this work, painting of this room is a work, A can paint this room in 10 days. A alone can paint this room in 10 days, whereas B alone can paint this room in 20 days, then together they will paint it. Here you cannot say 30 days. Because A is painting this room in 10 days, if someone is coming and helping A, means he will not even take 10 days. Our answer will be less than these two values when both are working. And less than these two, the value is 10, so our answer will be less than 10 when both are working. So my dear friend, this is inverse proportion. So I said inverse proportion we can convert into a direct proportion to make it easy. How? Let us understand. Consider this is a wall which A paint in 10 days. This complete wall A can paint in 10 days. So in one day how much he will paint? The total wall he will divide into 10 equal parts and one part he will paint. Am I right? Total wall he will divide into 10 equal parts and one part he will be painting. No, you will say no sir, he will paint here. Okay, wherever he is painting, that is 1 by 10 of the total work. So in one day if he can do 1 by 10, in 2 days how much work he can do? 2 by 10. In 3 days 3 by 10. In 5 days 5 by 10 means half work will be done. In 8 days 8 by 10. In 10 days 10 by 10 work will be done, means work will be completed. So 1 day work 1 by 10, 2 days work 2 by 10, 5 days work 5 by 10. My dear friend, this is a direct proportion. Like how you are converting harmonic into arithmetic, similarly here days taken is 10 by 1. So A per day work will be 1 by 10. Similarly B per day work will be 1 by 20. And in direct proportion, let me tell you, in direct proportion, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, everything is valid. That is the reason direct proportion is easy. And in inverse proportion, addition, subtraction is not at all valid. Only division, multiplication is valid. And division, multiplication, how it is valid? One entity if you are dividing with some constant number, other entity you have to multiply with that particular number. Or else one entity if you are multiplying with some constant number, other entity you have to divide with that particular number. So inverse proportion, that is the reason becomes somewhat tough than the direct proportion. But in direct proportion, all the four operators are valid. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, everything is valid. Now here, A per day work 1 by 10. Similarly, B per day work 1 by 20. Now, you know this is a direct proportion because you said 1 day work 1 by 10, 2 days work 2 by 10, 5 days work 5 by 10, directly you are saying. So this is a direct proportion, and in direct proportion addition is valid. So what is A and B per day work? It will be obviously 1 by 10 plus 1 by 20. We can add them directly. Further, if we sort it out, LCM comes 20 and numerator it comes 2 plus 1, that is 3. 3 by 20 is their per day work. How many days they will take? My dear friend, when days was 10 by 1, you wrote per day work as 1 by 10. Here per day work of them you are getting 3 by 20. How many days they will take? Obviously 20 by 3 days they will take, which is equal to 6.6 bar days, or else you can even call it as 6 2 by 3 days. When both are working, then in 6 2 by 3 days the work will get completed. How we were converting harmonic into arithmetic? Here same way, inverse proportion we converted into a direct proportion. We sorted out with direct proportion method. Again, whatever answer we are getting, writing reciprocal of that and saying this is the answer for given inverse proportion question. Same how harmonic was converted into arithmetic. Now, important here it is, this thing you have to do without using pen paper calculator. Just listen the question. Without using pen paper calculator, you have to say the answer. So I'll be saying you the question, you can pause the video and you can try the answer without using pen paper calculator. Honesty is there at your end. So let us try one question. A can do a work in 20 days, B in 30 days. Together in how many days? A can do a work in 20 days, B in 30 days. Together how many days? So my dear friend, together they will do in 12 days. Because A per day work will come 1 by 20, B per day work will come 1 by 30. 20 and 30 LCM how much it is? 60. 20 how much is 60? 3 za. 30 how much is 60? 2 za. Means numerator you will be getting 3 plus 2, that is 5. 5 by 60 is their per day work. So how many days they will take? Reciprocal of that, that is 60 by 5 days. 60 by 5 days means 12 days. Now one more, try it. A can do a work in 25 days, B in 40 days. Together how many days? A 25, B 40. Together how many days? Pause the video, try it. My dear friend, let me tell you, they will be taking, okay, you are saying in decimal. Let me tell you, if A can do a work in 25 days, B in 40 days. Don't give me the fraction 200 by 13, something like that. I want the exact answer. Together they will complete the work in 15 5 by 13 days. 15 5 by 13 days. We'll understand how. A can do a work in 25 days, B in 40 days. A per day work will come 1 by 25. B per day work will come 1 by 40. 25 and 40 LCM, when you add them, 25 and 40 LCM, it will be 200. 25 how much is 200? 8 za. 40 how much is 200? 5 za. Means numerator you will be getting 8 plus 5. 8 plus 5, that is 13. 13 by 200 is their per day work. Together their per day work is 13 by 200. Days taken will be reciprocal of that. That is 200 by 13 days. Now 200 you have to divide by 13. 200 first 2 digit 20. 13 ones are 13. Remainder 7. 70. 13 5s are 65. Remainder 5. You got 15 as the answer. Still 5 is as the remainder, means 5 is to be still divided by 13, means your answer will become 15 5 by 13 days. So these are the questions which we have discussed. First question we got the answer, that is 12 days. Second question we got the answer, that is 15 5 by 13 days. Now try the third question. A and B together complete a work in 40 days, whereas A alone in 60 days, B alone in how many days? A and B together can do the work in 40 days, A alone 60 days, then B alone how many days? So here B alone will take 120 days. Why? Because A and B together can do a work in 40 days, means A plus B together per day work is 1 by 40. In that A per day work will be 1 by 60. From 1 by 40, if you remove 1 by 60, you will get B per day work. So we should go for 1 by 40 minus 1 by 60. 40 and 60 LCM, it will be 120. 40 how much is 120? 3 za. 60 how much is 120? 2 za. Means numerator you will be getting 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2, that is 1 you will get 1 by 120. 1 by 120, whose per day work it is? B per day work, because from A and B together you have removed A, means you got B per day work as 1 by 120. So B per day work is 1 by 120, means B alone can do that work in 120 days. So you should try the answer without using pen paper calculator for this type of basic question. But such a basic question won't be given to you in the various competitive exams, especially in the GATE. So we should reach to the next level. Now let us see the next question. Here you can see A can do a work in 10 days, whereas B in 20 days. They started working on alternate days. Alternate days, that is first day A, second day B, third day A, fourth day B, so on. Then in how many days the work would be completed? Now here A and B both are working, but how they are working? Alternatively. First day A, second day B. Again third day A, fourth day B. Fifth day A, sixth day B. Like this they are working. Alternatively they are working. Then this work will be completed in how many days? No doubt many of you will be getting 13 1 by 3 days or 13.3 bar days. Let me tell you, that is a wrong answer. Why it is wrong? How you got that answer? All will discuss. Now first of all, here let us understand A can do a work in 10 days, means A per day work will be 1 by 10. B can do the work in 20 days, so B per day work will be 1 by 20. Now they started working on alternate days, that is first day A, second day B, third day A, fourth day B. Like this they are working. Then in how many days the work would be completed? That is what they asked. Means whenever day is a odd number, A is working. Whenever day is a even number, in that case B is working. When day is odd number, A will work. When day is even number, then B will work. Now first day. First day who will come? A will come. How much work he can do in one day? 1 by 10. First day A will do 1 by 10 of the work. Second day B will come. How much work he will do? 1 by 20. Both if you add, no doubt you will be getting 3 by 20. We have seen in the previous slide also. We'll get 3 by 20. Now this 3 by 20 is how many days work? This is 3 by 20 is exactly 2 days work. This is 2 days work. Because first day A this much, second day B this much. So this is exactly 2 days work. Many of the students, what they say that, sir, if both are working, if both together are working, they can do the work in reciprocal of this, that is 20 by 3 days. If both are working in 20 by 3 days, the work will be completed. But here they are coming alternatively. So time will be taken double. So they multiply 2 in this and they say 40 by 3 means 13 1 by 3 will be the answer. Let me tell you, 13 1 by 3 is the wrong answer. Because every day same type of work is not going on. First day 1 by 10 of the work. Second day less work, 1 by 20. Again third day more work. Why you cannot do double? In order to make it understand more clear, I can give you one more case. The example. Let us understand why you cannot do double. Consider in this question. Let us say in this question the answer is coming 23 days. Let's say that answer is coming overall the work was done in 23 days. Let's say. So if in 23 days the work is done, that doesn't mean that A has worked for 11 and a half days, B has worked for 11 and a half days. No. That means that A worked for how many days? 12 days. And B worked for only 11 days if total days taken is 23. Means they are working for equal time. That is not guaranteed. That is the reason you cannot do double directly. Double you can do in one case. Double you can do directly in one case. Consider both are working. They are working together, but they are using their half efficiency, half effort, half strength. In that case, time will be taken double. Both are working together, but they are using their half strength, then time will be taken double. But here you cannot do double directly. Then how to do it? Let us understand. See, A and B together in 2 days this much work they did. First day A came and second day B came. In 2 days this much work was done. Now try to understand, if 2 days work is 3 by 20, 4 days work how much it will be? 2 days work 3 by 20, 4 days work 6 by 20. If 4 days work is 6 by 20, 8 days work how much it will be? Obviously 12 by 20. Means how much this fraction should become so that you can say work is completed, finished. Obviously 20 by 20 or else 1. So this should become 1 or else 20 by 20. Then we can say work is completed. So in 3, how much we can multiply so that it reaches near to 20 but not more than 20? Maximum how much we can multiply? So maximum we can multiply is 6. So multiplying 6 on both sides. Because if you multiply 7, it will become 21 by 20. Out of 20 work, 21 part is done. Out of 20 part, 21 part not possible. So it should be 20 by 20 final, the up till end. So maximum we can multiply 6. Multiplying 6 on both sides. So how much we got? 6 3s are 18 by 20 of the work was done in 6 2s are 12 days. In 12 days, this much work was done. You can even say 2 days work, 3 by 20, 4 days work, 6 by 20, 8 days work, 12 by 20. Like that 12 days work, you will be getting 18 by 20. Now 12 days is completed. Do you think work is completed? No. Out of 20 part, only 18 part is done. So out of 20 parts, still how much part is pending? Still 2 part is pending. Out of 20 part, 18 part is done, means out of 20 part, still 2 part is pending. 2 by 20 of the work still remains pending. 12 days is completed. 2 by 20 you can cancel and say 1 by 10 of the work still remains pending and 12 days is completed. Now 12 is an even number or odd number? My dear friend, it is an even number. So 12th day who must have come in this series? 12 is an even number. Whenever day is an even number, B will be coming. So 12th day who must have come? B must have come. Now 12th day completed. Next is the 13th day. 13th day whose chance will come? A chance. A in 1 day how much work he will do? A in 1 day how much work he will do? 1 by 10. Pending work is how much? 1 by 10. Means in exact 13 days the work will be completed. This is the answer. Exact 13 days. No more for the decimal. No 13 point half, 13 1 by 2 or 13.5 or 13.3 bar. Nothing like that. Exactly in 13 days the work will be completed. But let me tell you, always you will not be getting this offer that how much work is pending and how much work the person is doing, this fraction will be same. Always it won't be same. Fraction can be different also at the end. So in that case, what to do? So let us understand. If this is clear to you, let us understand in the same question. Let us change this series. Let us change this series. I mean to say in this question, let's say first day B came, second day A came, third day B came, then what will happen? So same question, everything is same, only the series is changing. First day B will come, second day A will come, third day B will come, fourth day A will come. Like this they are working. Okay, whenever day is a odd number, now B will be coming. Whenever day is a even number, then A will be coming. Now first day A will come. How much work in 1 day he will do? 1 by 10. That is if A will come. But here A is not coming. First day who is coming? B is coming. So B 1 day work, first day work 1 by 20. Second day A will come. Second day A will do how much work? 1 by 10. Both if you add, here also you will get 3 by 20. 3 by 20 is how many days work? This is exactly 2 days work. Okay. Now here how much we will multiply to make it near to 20 by 20? Here also multiplying 6. So multiplying 6 on both sides, we got 18 by 20 of the work was done in 6 2s are 12 days. Up till here it is same, and the pending work out of 20 part, 18 part is done. So out of 20 parts, still 2 part is pending. 2 by 20 means 1 by 10 of the work remain pending. Up till here it is same like the previous one. But after this the part changes. 12 days has completed. Do you think work is completed? No. Still 1 by 10 of the work is pending. 12th day in this series who must have come? 12 is an even number. In this series 12th day A must have come. Now next is 13th day. 13th day whose chance it will be? B chance. B in 1 day how much work he does? 1 by 20. Pending work is how much? 1 by 10. Which fraction is more? 1 by 10 or 1 by 20? My dear friend, 1 by 10 is more. Means pending work is more, and the person who is going to work on the 13th day, he can do less work in whole day. Means though he will work for that 13th whole day, work won't be get completed because work is more. So in this series, what will be the 13th day scenario? What will be the 13th day scenario? Out of 1 by 10 work which is pending, in that B will do his part, 1 by 20 he will do, and he will go away. So still how much work will be pending? 20 is the LCM, 2 minus 1. Still 1 by 20 of the work remains pending. 13 days also completed. In this series, after completing 13 days also work is pending. Now 14th day who will come? Again A will come. 14 even number, A will come. A one day work is 1 by 10. Pending work is 1 by 20. Pending work is less, and the person who is going to work on the 14th day, he can do more work in one day. Means he will not take the whole day, some part of the day. So part of the day, it's a direct proportion. One total work A can do in how many days? That is 10 days. But no need to do one total work. How much work is pending here? 1 by 20. So 1 by 20 of the work A will do in how many days? 10 into 1 by 20 days, which is equal to half day. Up till here your answer was 13, and here half, means in this series your answer becomes 13 and half days. Same data, in that if A comes first, here you can see the slide, answer is 13 days. Same data, when B comes first, you can see answer is 13 and half days. So it is very important who is starting the work first. Depending on that, answer would be. So let us try more question. Here, A can do a work in 25 days, B in 40 days. They started working on alternate days, that is first day A, second day B, third day A, so on. Then in how many days the work would be completed, right? Here A can do in 25 days, means A per day work 1 by 25. B can do in 40 days, means B per day work 1 by 40. They are working on alternate days, that is first day A, first day A, second day B, third day A, fourth day B, like this they are working. Then in how many days the work would be completed? Now, first day who will come? A will come. How much work he will do? 1 by 25. Second day B will come. How much work he will do? 1 by 40. Both if you add, LCM will come 200, and numerator it will be 8 za 5 za, means 8 plus 5 13. 13 by 200. 13 by 200 is how many days work? This is exactly 2 days work. This is 2 days work, because first day A did this much, second day B did this much. So this 13 by 200 is 2 days work. Now in 13 how much we can multiply so that it reaches near to 200 but not more than 200? So maximum we can multiply is 15. So multiplying 15 on both sides. So what will get? 15 into 13, that is 195 by 200 of the work was done in 15 to the 30 days. In 30 days this much work was done. Now 30 days is completed. Do you think work is completed? No. Out of 200 part, only 195 part is done. So out of 200 parts, still how much part is pending? Still 5 part is pending. More 5 by 200 of the work is pending. 5 by 200 you can cancel and say 1 by 40 of the work still remains pending, and 30 days is completed. Next is 31st day. 31. It is a odd number. 31. Odd number who is coming here? Odd number of days who is coming? A is coming. So 31st day A will come. A one day work is how much? 1 by 25. Pending work is how much? 1 by 40. So 1 by 25, this fraction is more. Means the person who is going to work on the 31st day, he can do more work on the whole day, but work pending is less. Means he will not take the whole day, some part of the day. So part of the day, it's a direct proportion. One total work A can do in how many days? That is 25 days. But no need to do the total work. How much work is pending? 1 by 40. So 1 by 40 of the work A will do in how many days? That is 25 into 1 by 40 days. 5 5s are 25, 5 8s are 40, means 5 by 8 of the day. Not the whole day, 5 by 8 of the day. Now up till here your answer was 30, and here 5 by 8. So your answer becomes 35 by 8 days. When both are working in 35 by 8 days, the work will get completed. In this series, your answer is 35 by 8 days. Can you tell me, if we change the series? In the same question, if we change the series, first day B, second day A, third day B, then what will be the answer? So if first day B, second day A, third day B, then in that case your answer will come 31 days. Because last up till here it will be same, and here on the 31st day, in that case who will come? 31st day B will come. B one day work 1 by 40, pending work 1 by 40, it will match, means exactly 31 days will be the answer if B is coming on the first day. But if A is coming on the first day, our answer is 35 by 8 days. It is very important who is starting the work first. Depending on that, answer would be. So I think this alternate days concept you can manage. Let us see the some other pattern of the time and work question. A can do a work in 20 days, whereas B in 30 days and C in 60 days. Now here three people are working. A can do that work 20 days, B in 30 and C in 60 days. Means A per day work 1 by 20, B per day work 1 by 30 and C per day work 1 by 60. This is what they have given. Now they started the work together. They started, all of them started working. But A left after 2 days. After 2 days A left, maybe he got fever, his health was not good, we don't know. But he left after 2 days. All started the work, all three of them, but after 2 days A left. And B left 3 days before the work got completed. 3 days before the work got completed, then the total work was done in how many days? Let us understand. You can try the answer from your end also. Consider here the work started. Here it ended. Starting, ending. Starting to ending. Now, starting all are working. A, B, C all are working. Starting all are working. A and B and C all are working. But this combination of A, B, C went for how many days? Only for 2 days, because A left after 2 days. So this combination went like that for 2 days. After that A left. A left means who continued from here? B and C continued. But I am saying here in this question they are saying B left 3 days before the work got completed. Means where the work got completed, from there the last 3 days B was also absent. So last 3 days who was working? C was alone working. Now they are asking you total work was done in how many days? If you can find this B and C combination worked for how many days, in that days you can add +2 and +3. You can say total number of days taken. You can try the answer from your end, and here let's see the explanation. See, starting all are working. A, B, C all are working. So starting all are working. So I am adding all A and B and C, all I am adding. A 1 day work 1 by 20. B 1 day work 1 by 30. C 1 day work 1 by 60. All I added. LCM will come 60 and numerator it will come 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1, 6. 6 by 60 means you will be getting 1 by 10. 1 by 10 is how many days work? Don't say me this is 2 days work and 3 days work. I am not saying first day A, second day B, third day C, then it will become 3 days work. I am not saying like that. I am saying they are working together. Means all the 3 together in 1 day they can do 1 by 10 work. So this is 1 day work of them working together. 1 day work is 1 by 10. Like that they work for how many days? 2 days. So 1 day work 1 by 10 means 2 days work 2 by 10. So 2 by or 10 of the work was done here. Now last 3 days who was working? C was working. C 1 day work is 1 by 60. 2 days work 2 by 60. So 3 days work 3 by 60. 3 by 60, or else you can cancel and say 1 by 20 of the work was done here. 2 by 10 work here, 2 by 10, or cancel and say 1 by 5. 2 by 10, 1 by 5 work is done here, and 1 by 20 work is done here. Remaining work who has done? Obviously B and C must have done. Remaining work B and C must have done. Now let's see how much work is completed in first 2 days and last 3 days. First 2 days 2 by 10 of the work was done. Last 3 days 1 by 20 of the work was done. Both if we add, LCM comes 20 and numerator comes 4 plus 1, that is 5. 5 by 20 means you will get 1 by 4. So 1/4 work is already completed in these 5 days. First 2 days and last 3 days 1/4 work is done. So how much work is still pending? 1 minus 1 by 4, it means still 3 by 4 of the work is pending. That 3/4 of the work who must have done? Definitely B and C must have done. That 3/4 of the work B and C must have done. Now let's see, add this B and C. Let us add B and C. B 1 day work 1 by 30. C 1 day work 1 by 60. Both if you add, LCM comes 60 and numerator it will come 2 plus 1, that is 3. 3 by 60 means you will be getting 1 by 20. B and C together per day work is coming 1 by 20. B and C together per day work is coming 1 by 20 means B and C can do one total work in how many days? Obviously 20 days. Because their together per day work is coming 1 by 20 means one total work B and C can do in 20 days. So one total work B and C can do in 20 days. But no need to do the total work. How much work was pending here? How much work they were doing? 3/4. So 3/4 of the work B and C will do in how many days? That is 20 into 3 by 4 days. 4 ones are, 4 fives are. So 5 threes are 15 days. Means B and C worked for how many days? That is 15 days. Means here B and C worked for 15 days. So total work was done in how many days? 2 days plus 15 days plus 3 days. Total work 2 plus 15, that is 17 plus 3. Total work was done in 20 days. This is the answer. Total work was done in 20 days. Once again I am repeating, starting 2 days all were working, A, B, C all. So all I added, and I got, when I added all of them, I got their per day work 1 by 10. 1 day work 1 by 10, like that they work for 2 days. So 2 day work 2 by 10. Last 3 days alone C was working. C 1 day work 1 by 60. So 3 days work 3 by 60, or else you can cancel and say 1 by 20 of the work was done there. First 2 days and last 3 days work, if we see how much work is done, 2 by 10 plus 1 by 20 means 1/4 work is done. So pending 3/4 work B and C must have done. B and C, when we added per day work, we are getting 1 by 20, means one total work B and C can do in 20 days. But only to do one total work, how much work they are doing? 3/4 of work. So 3/4 of work, 20 into 3 by 4 means in 15 days. So A, B, C worked for 2 days. B and C worked for 15 days. C alone worked for 3 days. So total time taken was 2 plus 15 plus 3, that is 20 days. But this thing you can do more easily. This is also correct, but you can do more easily. Let us understand how. Here A per day work, no doubt we got 1 by 20, B per day work as 1 by 30 and C per day work as 1 by 60. First of all, let us understand, when we were drawing this line, who is working from starting to end? Who is working from starting to end? C. C is working everywhere. Am I right? So let's say total work was done in X days. Listen carefully. Let's say total work was done in X days. Means C has worked everywhere. Means C has worked for all the X days. C 1 day work 1 by 60, 2 days work 2 by 60, 5 days work 5 by 60. Then X days work of C, X by 60. So this much work C did. Now come to B. If total days is X days, from here to here total days is X days, last 3 days B was absent. Means B came for how many days? X minus 3 days. B 1 day work 1 by 30, 2 days work 2 by 30, 5 days work 5 by 30. Then X minus 3 days work? X minus 3 by 30. This much work B did. Now come to A. A came for how many days? A is nowhere related with X. A is nowhere related with X total days. A came for only first 2 days. A 1 day work 1 by 20, 2 days work 2 by 20. Part of the work done by A plus part of the work done by B plus part of the work done by C, all together they did one complete work, so is equal to 1. In this equation, directly you will get X value. X means the total number of days. No sir, you only sort it out. Okay, let us sort it out. 60, 30, 20 LCM how much? 60. Let us send 60 right hand side is equal to 60. So this remain as X plus 32s are 60 means this becomes 2X minus 6. 23s are 60 means this becomes plus 6. Minus 6 plus 6 cancel means 3X is equal to 60. So X is equal to how much? 20. X means what here it is? Total number of days. So previous way also you can do, or directly if you can make this equation properly. While making equation you should be very careful. Part of the work done by A, part of the work done by B, part of the work done by C, and whatever the workers are they are working, all together they should do one complete work, so is equal to 1. Let's try one more question, similar question here. A can do a work in 10 days, whereas B in 20 days and C in 60 days. They started the work together, but A left at the end of third day. A left at the end of third day, what does it mean? It means that A left after 3 days. Don't get confused. I am not saying that A left 3 days before the work got completed. I am saying A left at the end of third day. It means A left after 3 days. Wording is changed, meaning it is same. A left after 3 days. So A left at the end of third day and B left at the end of 5th day. Then the remaining work was done by C in how many days? You can try the answer. Okay. Now let us understand here. All those who are getting 27 as the answer, my dear friends, let me tell you, your calculation, you are perfect. but answer is wrong. If you are getting 27, then let us understand. Here A per day work 1 by 10, B per day work 1 by 20, C per day work 1 by 60. Here the work started, here it ended, starting to ending. Starting, who are working? All are working together. A and B and C all are working. Now this combination went for how many days? This combination went for 3 days, because A left at the end of third day. So first 3 days all are working. Here A will leave. End of third day A will leave. So who will continue from here? B and C will continue. But I am saying B left at the end of fifth day. So this B and C combination went for how many days? B and C combination just went for 2 days, because here B fifth day will be completed. So here B will live. Then who will continue from there? C will continue. So my question is, all those who are getting 27 days, listen the question carefully. What is the question? The remaining work was done by C in how many days? Means this part, how many days it will take. They are not asking you total number of days. They are asking you C will do the remaining work in how many days. That is what the question means. Okay, if you are getting 27 as the answer, let us try. Here, I am going directly with the equation. Okay, starting to ending, who is working? C is working. Means C has worked from here to there, means for all the X days, if in X days the total work was completed. X is not the answer for this question, but be careful. Here X means total number of days. So starting to ending, C is working. So C has worked for all the X days. C 1 day work 1 by 60. 2 days work 2 by 60. 5 days work 5 by 60. So X days work X by 60. This much work C did. Now come to B. B came for how many days? B came for these 5 days. B is nowhere related with X. B came for first 5 days. B 1 day work 1 by 20, then 5 days work. Obviously 5 by 20. This much work B did. A came for how many days? These 3 days. A 1 day work 1 by 10, so 3 days work 3 by 10. Part of the work done by A plus part of the work done by B plus part of the work done by C, all together they did 1 complete work, so is equal to 1. Sort it out. 60, 20, 10 LCM 60. That 60 goes right hand side, is equal to 60. X plus 23s are 60, means this becomes 15, plus 10 6 are 60, means this becomes 18. So what is X value? It comes 27. What is 27? This is total number of days. 27 is not the answer for this question. It is total number of days. Means from here to here, total it is 27 days. They are not asking you total number of days. Excuse me. What they are trying to ask here? They are asking you here, C did the remaining work in how many days. So from this 27, if you remove this part, these 5 days if you remove, you will get C did the remaining work in how many days. So your answer will be 27 minus first 5 days you remove it. So C did the remaining work in 22 days. This is your answer. With equation directly you can do it. If you want to go for A plus B plus C, you can add 1 by 10 plus 1 by 20 plus 1 by 60. Add everything. LCM will come 60. Numerator will come here 6 plus this will come 3 plus 1. Means you will get 10 by 60. Means 1/6 of the work will be done in 1 day if they are working together. Like that they work for 3 days. So 3 days work. 3 by 1/6 means 3 by 6. 3 by 6 means half work will be done here. Then B and C also you add. How much work B and C does? So 1 by 20 plus 1 by 60. There also you find 2 days work. How much B and C will do? How much work is completed? The pending work will be done by C in how many days? In that way also you can find it out. So this was the question, how we twist the question, the alternate days, people coming and going in the middle. Let us try something else. Here, if 12 men or 15 women can do a work in 48 days, if 12 men or 15 women, means 12 men can also do in those many days, 15 women can also do in those many days. 12 men or 15 women can do in 48 days, then 8 men and 6 women. See here they are using the word and, means team is having 8 men and 6 women can do the same work in how many days. Now let us understand how to sort it out. Here 12 men can do the work in 48 days. Even 15 women can do the work in 48 days. So 12 men per day work, it will be 1 by 48. So 1 man per day work, it will be 1 by 48 into 12. Am I right? Similarly, 15 women per day work, it will be 1 by 48. So 1 women per day work, 1 by 48 into 15. Now you are having 1 woman, you are having 1 man value. How many men they are saying? 8 men. 1 man is 1 by 48 into 12. 8 men will be 8 by 48 into 12. This is 8 men. And means plus. How many women? 6 women. 1 woman is 1 by 48 into 15. Then 6 women will be 6 by 48 into 15. We have to add and we have to check how much their per day work is coming. And in order to convert that per day work into days, we'll write reciprocal. That's it. Let us sort it out. 8 ones, 8 6 are 48, 6 ones, 6 8s are 48. So what will be the LCM if I take, let us make it, sort it out like this, is equal to, here it is 1 by 72 plus here 1 by 120. So LCM will come somewhere around 360. 72, how much is 360? 72 3s are, is it? No. 72 10s are is 720. So 72 5s are. So this is 72 5s are 360. Am I right? Moving further, 120 into 3. So plus 3. So it will become 5 plus 3, which is equal to 8 by 360. 8 by 360, if you cancel, how much you will be getting? 8 1s are 8. Here 8 4s are 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 40. 8 5s are 40. So 1 by 45 means their per day work is coming 1 by 45, means together they will take how many days? This team will complete the work in 45 days because their per day work is coming 1 by 45. So this is the answer. Simple it is. Now, why all of a sudden I gave you this question? Because there is one PYQ, you can try this. GATE 2011 paper. This was the question given. If you know the concept, you can say the answer for this question. But still, here let us understand. 5 skilled worker can build a wall in 20 days. One wall. If 5 skilled worker are working, they can build a wall in 20 days. 8 semi-skilled. Semi-skilled means not that much skilled. 8 semi-skilled worker can take 25 days. Means can build the same wall in 25 days. And 10 unskilled worker. Means who is not skilled at all. 10 unskilled worker can do the same work in 30 days. Then a team of 2 skilled, 6 semi-skilled and 5 unskilled worker will do in how many days? So here team means again adding. Like in previous question, men, women, all we were adding. Like that here, all we have to add. First of all, let us understand. 5 skilled worker. Skilled I am mentioning as SK. 5 skilled worker per day work will be 1 by 20. Because they can do the work in 20 days. So can you find 1 skilled worker per day work? This 5 goes that side. 20 into 5, that is 1 by 100. You got 1 skilled worker. Similarly, 8 semi-skilled. Semi-skilled I am mentioning as SSK. 8 semi-skilled worker per day work will be 1 by 25. So 1 semi-skilled per day work. This 8 goes that side in the division part. 25 into 8, that is 1 by 200. You got 1 semi-skilled also. Now, 10 unskilled worker in 30 days. 10 unskilled. Unskilled I am mentioning as USK. 10 unskilled worker can do in 30 days. So their per day work 1 by 30. So 1 unskilled. This 10 goes that side. 1 by 30 into 10, that is 300. You got 1 unskilled. You got 1 semi-skilled. You got 1 skilled worker per day work. Now, team is having how many? We have to understand that. Team is having 2 skilled. 1 skilled is 1 by 200. 2 skilled will be 2 by 100. Then plus 6 semi-skilled. 1 semi-skilled is 1 by 300, 6 semi-skilled will be 6 by 200, sorry. 1 semi-skilled is 1 by 200, 6 semi-skilled will be 6 by 200. Further, 5 unskilled. 1 unskilled is 1 by 300, 5 unskilled will be 5 by 300. This is the team, means all we are adding. Now let's take the LCM. LCM here, if I am not wrong, LCM will come 600. 100 6 are, so this is 6 2s are 12 plus 200 3s are, so this is 6 3s are 18 plus 300 2s are, so this becomes 5 2s are 10. So which is equal to 30 and then 40 by 600. This is their per day work, which you can further cancel and say 4 1s are 4 15s are. So their per day work is coming 1 by 15 when this team is working. So they will take how many days? Per day work coming 1 by 15 means they will take 15 days. So if this team is working, in 15 days the work will get completed. As simple as that. Moving further, let's try this. This is something different. If 9 monkeys eat 9 bananas in 9 minutes, then how many monkeys will eat 45 bananas in 45 minutes? 9 monkeys eat 9 bananas in 9 minutes. Then how many monkeys will eat 45 bananas in 45 minutes? Don't say me 45 monkeys. Because my dear friend, when I am saying 9 monkeys eat 9 bananas in 9 minutes, it means that 1 monkey eat 1 banana in 9 minutes. 1 monkey eat 1 banana in 9 minutes. Then only 9 monkeys are there. All are having one banana, means total 9 bananas they are eating in 9 minutes. So in order to answer this type of question, we have a concept called as chain rule. Now let us understand what is this chain rule, how to sort out this type of question. We'll understand that. First of all, to understand this chain rule, a very simple question. 48% of some number is given as 63 and they are asking you what is 92% of the same number. Any number, if 48% is 63, then 92% of the same number, how much it will be? In order to sort out this type of question, what we say, let the number be equal to x. And we write like this, that 48% of the number means 48% of x is given as 63. Then we try to find this x value, sending this 48% that side, that is 63 into 48% means 48 by 100, that side 100 by 48. X means the number we got. Now they are asking 92% of the number. Again we multiply 92% both sides and we write 92% of x is equal to 92% means 92 by 100 into 63 into 100 by 48. This is how we go for. My dear friend, no doubt the process is correct, but let me tell you. Here first we are finding out what is the number. Then we are finding out 92% of the number. When they are not asking you what is the number, why to waste our time in finding out what is the number? Then how chain rule solve this? Let us understand. See, here two columns are given to you. One is percentage column, another is the number column. In which column the value is missing? Number column. So the column in which value is missing, in that column whatever value is given, that you have to write first. So what is the value given there? 63. Write that 63 first. Keep a multiplication sign and just think, 48% of the number is 63. Same number 92%, it will be more than 63 or less than 63? Think and say. Any numbers, 48% is 63. Same numbers, 92%, it will be more than 63 or less than 63? Obviously it will be more than 63 because percentage is more, so more than 63. Am I right? So means we require more value here. More means what you have to do, you have to multiply more by less means 92 by 48. Directly you can reach to the answer. Because any number if you multiply with, like number 1, we can take any number, like we have taken 1. 1 if we multiply with more by less, obviously this 1, this value will start increasing. Same number if you multiply with less by more, that value will start decreasing. So it totally depends how you want to make your answer. If you want to make your answer more, multiply more by less. If you want to make your answer less, multiply less by more. But before writing more by less, less by more, think twice. Because if you think wrong, your answer will be wrong. Let us understand with this chain rule this question. Here 3 columns we are having. One is monkeys, another is the bananas, and the time is given in minutes. So they are saying 9 monkeys eat 9 bananas in 9 minutes. Then they are asking how many monkeys. Here the value is missing. Will eat 45 bananas in 45 minutes. Okay. So here 3 columns. Which column value is missing? In the monkeys column. So the column in which value is missing, in that column whatever value is given, that you have to write first. Write that 9 first. Keep a multiplication sign. Now this column, one by one you have to compare with the other column to check whether your answer should be more or less. Whether your answer should be more than 9 or less than 9. One by one you have to compare, not all at a time. One by one. Let us compare with the bananas. Compare this monkey with bananas. Only compare with bananas, forget about the time minutes. Compare with bananas. In order to eat 9 bananas, we require 9 monkeys. Now, in order to eat 45 bananas, we require more monkeys or less monkeys? Obviously more monkeys, because work is more means we require more people here. More monkeys are required. You want more value here, then you write more by less. So here more value is 45, by less value is 9. So more by less. Again multiplication sign. Now start comparing this. Forget about bananas. Compare this monkey with time, minutes. Comparing monkey with minutes. Forget about this bananas. Compare with minutes. Some work is there. We want that particular work should be done in 9 minutes. So we kept 9 monkeys, or else you can say 9 employees. Monkeys won't do the work. So in 9 minutes some work is to be done. We kept 9 workers. We know 9 workers can do that in 9 minutes. The work which we thought. Same work, it should be now done in 45 minutes. So we require more workers or less worker. Like, I want this room should be painted in 9 minutes. Then 9 workers can paint this room in 9 minutes. Now I want same room should be painted in 45 minutes. I require more workers or less workers. More than 9 or less than 9. Obviously less than 9 worker, because time is more. Previous it was just 9 minutes. Now we have 25 minutes. More time means less worker can do that work. Means here we require less value. Less means we'll write less by more means 9 by 45. So my dear friend, 9 get cancelled. 45 get cancelled. 9 monkeys itself will eat 45 bananas in 45 minutes. So in this chain rule, important is whether you want to make your answer more or less. If you want to make your answer more, multiply more by less. If you want to make your answer less, multiply less by more. But before multiplying more by less or less by more, think and write, because if you think wrong, your answer will reach to a wrong answer. Try this question. 12 men can do a work in 15 days, working 8 hours a day. Every day they are working for 8 hours. In how many days can 9 men do the same work, working 10 hours a day? If every day they work for 10 hours, then 9 men can do the same work in how many days? Now here you can see 3 columns here, 3 values are given, 3 entities. One is men, another is hours per day what they are working, and one more column given how many days they are taking. Initially they said how many men are there? They said 12 men. How many days? 15 days. How many hours per day they are working? 8 hours per day. This is what they have given. Now what they ask? 9 men working 10 hours per day can do the same work in how many days? So here days column value is missing. So the column in which value is missing, in that column whatever value is given, that we have to write first. We'll write that 15 first. Now this column one by one we have to compare with the other column to check whether our answer should be more than 15 or less than 15. One by one you can compare. First you can compare with men, then with hours, or first with hours, then with men, either of the way. Because in the middle you are using multiplication. You write 2 into 3 or you write 3 into 2, you will get the same answer. No need to worry. So first let us compare with hours. Let us compare with hours. Every day if you study for 8 hours, you can complete the aptitude syllabus in 15 days. Every day, if you are studying for 8 hours, this aptitude syllabus will be covered in 15 days. Now, every day you started working for 10 hours. You started studying for 10 hours. So, to cover this syllabus, it will take more than 15 days or less than 15 days? Obviously, less than 15 days, because more hours per day you are working. So, it will take less days. More hours. Earlier you were working only for 8 hours. Now you are working for 10 hours. So, work will be completed in less days. Less means you will write less by more. That is 8 by 10. Less value is 8, more value is 10. Now compare with the men. Forget about hours per day. Compare with the men, the days. 12 people can paint this room in 15 days. 12 people can paint this room in 15 days. Same work if I give to 9 people. They'll take more days or less days? Obviously here people are less. So time taken will be more. So we require more days. More means more by less means here more value is 12 and less value is 9, more by less. That's it. After that simple the cancellation. If I am not wrong, 3 3s are 9, 3 5s are 15, 3 1s are 3, 3 4s are 12. So how much you will be getting? 8 5s are 40. 40 into 4, it will be 160 by 10, 0 cancel. So it is 16 days exactly. You can further cancel this. 2 4s are 8, 2 5s are 10 and 5 get cancelled. 4 4s are 16 days. So the answer here is 16 days. I think this chain rule is clear to you. Let us practice one more question. Let's see one more question here. If 12 tailors can stitch 15 shirts, working 8 hours daily in 56 days. See, 4 columns they are giving. Tailors, shirts, hours per day, days. 12 tailors can stitch 15 shirts, working 8 hours daily in 56 days. Then 15 tailors can stitch 18 shirts, working 6 hours daily in how many days? Again, days column, the values missing, you have to find that. So here the values given were the tailors, then they have given shirts, then they have given hours per day, further they have given days. Initially they said how many tailors? 12 tailors. How many shirt? 15 shirt. 8 hours daily, and they can complete that work in 56 days. Next what they are saying? 15 tailors. How many shirt they have to stitch? 18. Working every day for 6 hours, and they will take how many days? Here the days column values missing. So I said you very clearly, the column in which value is missing, in that column whatever value is given, that you have to write first. So here value given was 56. Write that 56 first, multiplication sign. Now this column you have to compare one by one with the other column to check whether your answer should be more than 56 or less than 56. Let us compare with the hours. Every day if you study for 8 hours, your GATE syllabus will be covered in 56 days. Every day if you study for 6 hours, it will take, to cover the syllabus, it will take more days or less days. Studying 8 hours every day, work is done in 56 days. Studying 6 hours every day, less hours you are studying, so days taken will be more. More means you have to write more by less, that is 8 by 6. Days taken will be more because less hours you are studying. Now, again multiplication, comparing with short. In order to stitch 15 shirt, 56 days is required. In order to stitch 18 shirt, obviously more days will be required because work is more here, days will be also taken more. So more means you will write more by less. So more value is 18, less value is 15. Multiplication. Now comparing with the tailors, with the men, with the workers, with the employees. 12 people can paint this room in 56 days. 12 people together can paint this room in 56 days. If I give the same work to 15 people, they'll take more days or less days? 12 people in 56 days, 15 people, more people are there, they'll take less days. Less means you'll write less by more, that is 12 by 15. After that, very simple, the cancellation, 6 ones are 6 threes are 18, 3 ones are 3, 3 fives are 15. Further you can make it as here 3 fours are 12, 3 fives are 15. Means overall you will be getting 56 into 32 by 25, which is equal to, let us make it as 56 into 32, this will be 320 half, it is 160 plus 32, 160 plus, let us make like this, 6 2s are 12, 2 1 here, 5 2s are 10, 1 11, 6 3s are 18, 8 1 here, 5 are 15, 1 16, it will be 2971, 1792 by 25. So 1792, 25 4s are 100, 25 6s are 150, 25 7s are 175. Am I right? 76, 78, 79, 3, 32, 25 1s are 25, remainder 7, 70, 20 decimal. If we keep decimal, then it is 70. 25 2s are. So 7.28 something you will be getting. These many days it will take. Nearly to 71 days, little bit more than 71 days it will take. So this is how the chain rule we go for different type of question. Now the final one, let us understand this question. A hostel with 600 students had sufficient food for 210 days. Means there is a hostel, in that we have that much grocery. Food here means grocery. That much grocery we have, that these 600 people can eat for 210 days. Further they gave after 30 days. After 30 days, 240 students left the hostel. Now the remaining food, because after 30 days means 30 days they ate. So after 30 days, whatever the food is remaining, now the remaining food will last for how many days? So remaining food will last for how many days? Now here people get confused, so many work, one column they make it, another one more column they make it as this much work is done, this many days are left over. Nothing. Simple here. Initially they were how many students? 600. How many days food they were having? to 10 days. This is initially given for 600 people to 10 days. Now they said after 30 days. As they say after 30 days means 30 days work is completed. 30 days food is completed because 30 days they were not doing fasting, they ate food. So after 30 days, same 600 people can eat for how many days? So from this 210, remove that 30 days work, means 30 days work is already completed. So this 600 people now can eat for more 180 days. Starting only you can remove this 30. So 600 people can eat for 180 days. This much food was remaining. This is the remaining food after 30 days. When this much food was remaining, at that moment, some people left. How many people left? 240 students left the hostel. So out of 600, 240 left. Means how many people are there? Now 600 minus 240 means 360 people can eat the same food for how many days? That is what they ask. 600 people, 180 days food was remaining. Now 360 people can eat that remaining food for how many days? As simple as that. So this column value is missing. So 180 into students are less. So obviously food will go for more days, more than 180. So more means more by less, means 600 by 360. So 180 ones are, 180 twos are, 2 ones are, 2 300s are. So remaining food will run for 300 days. This is the answer. This is the answer. Remaining food will run for 300 days. But my dear friend, be careful regarding the question part, what they are asking. Here they are asking remaining food will last for how many days? It will be no doubt your answer is 300 days. But consider in the same data, if they ask you total food ran for how many days? Total food means last 30 days will be also included. Total food ran for how many days? 330 days will be the answer. Remaining food will run for how many days? That is 300 days. So read the question carefully. If they ask you total food, then your answer will become 330 days. Total food ran for 330 days. Remaining food ran for 300 days. They may even ask the question, food ran for extra how many days? Extra how many days? This food should actually run for 180 days and it is running for 300 days. So extra days, extra you can say 120 days. If they are talking about extra days, then your answer is 120. So read the question carefully because based on that you have to select your option. In the option they will provide you 330, they will provide you 350, 300, 120, everything will be given. Read the question carefully what they are trying to ask. Based on that you have to select your option. So my dear friend, here you can see one more question. A contractor undertakes to make a road in 40 days and employs 25 men. So he thought that he took a contract that in 40 days I'll complete the work, I'll construct the road, and for that he kept 25 people on the work. After 24 days he finds that only 1/3 of the road is made. So 24 days completed and he saw only 1/3 of the road is made, means only 1/3 work is done. How many extra men should he employ so that he is able to complete the work 4 days earlier? Now the target days is not 40 days, target date instead of 40 days, it is just 36 days only. He should complete the work 4 days earlier also. How many extra men he should employ now? Once the work after 24 days, how many extra men he should employ? This is what they are asking. So let us understand. How many men he employed initially? How many people? 25 men. How many days they worked? They worked for how many days? 24 days. How much work they did? How much work they did? Only 1/3 work they did. 25 people employed, 25 people working, 24 days, 1/3 work is done. How much work is pending now? 1 minus 1 by 3 means 2/3 work is still pending. How many days are pending now? Don't go for 40 minus 24 because he should complete 4 days earlier. Means 36 out of 36 days target, 24 days is completed. So days left over is 12. How many men he should employ here? That is what we have to find. Let us see. So this column value is missing. So 25 into. In 24 days work is to be done. 25 people required. 24 days this room is to be painted. 25 people we require. Now we want this room should be painted in 12 days only. So 12 days, time is less. More people are required. More means you'll write more by less. Means 24 by 12. Again multiplication. 1/3 work 25 people can do. 2/3 work obviously more than 25 people because work is more. More people are required. More means more by less. So more value is 2 by 3 divided by 1 by 3. Division, if you change into multiplication, reciprocal, that is 3 by 1. 3 get cancelled. 2 1s are 2 6 are 12, 6 1s are 6 4s are 24, so 25 4s are, here 100 men are required. Here 100 men are required, 100 men is not the answer. Here 100 men are required, but 100 men is not the answer for the question. Question what they are asking, how many extra men should be he employ? Already he is having 25 people working with him. Here he require 100 people. So how many extra people? So here your answer will be 75 extra people are required. Then he can complete his work 4 days earlier, that is just in 36 days. So this was about your chain rule and your time and work. Hope you have understood each and every part of the question which I have presented. And my dear friend, keep practicing. Be home, be safe, take care. Bye bye. Thank you all.